Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. Now today we have a video on behalf of another alliance, as often is with issues that do not affect myself. And this is one of the things why a lot of people think I like to be negative and only complain and stuff like that, because there are a lot of things going on in the game, a lot of them good, which I make a video about, and a lot of them bad, whether they do or do not affect myself. And in this case, I make this video in solidarity with fellow competitive players in SGA-1, who are a great alliance. Like, we have matched them a lot, and they are, tremendous. They work hard, they play well, they have beaten us, we have beaten them, and they're definitely an alliance that, I personally have a fair deal of respect for. At the same time, they are, at the moment, and not only they, which is also an important point, because there seems to be an underlying bug that's kind of surfacing more and more, and effectively has screwed over a lot of alliances for this season, seemingly connected with raids affecting alliance war. So I'm going to read the initial post, and then we're going to go through some comments, and also ponder on the fact that this post is made on February the 23rd. Today is February the 26th. Kabam has yet to respond to it. Now, perhaps if you're being generous, we can chalk it up to, it being the weekend. However, at the same time, support has been utterly useless, and we still do not have a response to that. And when it comes to things like Alliance Wars, it's a time-sensitive issue, obviously, because the season's ongoing. Just because it's weekend, the wars don't stop, because that's how the schedule works. And, well, it does seem that, to be frank, and to paraphrase great minds of 21st century, SGA-1 is shit out of luck because of Kabam. There is no better definition, no better description for the word Kabammed than what they are going through right now as an alliance. So, on Tuesday, my alliance, SGA-1, had a member leave the alliance due to emergency. We had a new player take his place and join well over 24 hours before the next placement phase, but was unable to place defense. We sent in a ticket, and support gave us nothing more than the 101 for new players guide on how to place defense, and that player must be in alliance for 24 hours before being able to place. This cost us 5 defenders for last war. We chalked it up to him not being early in the alliance, early enough, but he is still unable to place for today's war after multiple days of being in the alliance. We even tried him leaving and rejoining the alliance, but still no dice. Unsure if raids is the cause due to the original player joining the raids week, or what is the reason behind the bug, but this is ruining our chance in placing in the top 10 in Alliance War. Being down a player for the final stretch of 3 wars is a death sentence where every death matters. And that is absolutely correctly, especially the Alliance has dedicated the first 3 weeks of the season to put themselves in a position to place within the best 10 alliances in the world. That type of thing takes insane amount of coordination, dedication, planning, so on and so forth. And it is not something that, under any circumstances, should be simply dismissed under the idea like, oh, it's a bug and it was a weekend. That, again, is just pure disrespect towards the players that play the game at the highest and competitive level. Obviously, we do have additional information. Here is a screenshot as a member of his native language that shows he cannot join the ball group, and the button to join is missing. And the current leader of SGA, this puts us at clear disadvantage to anyone we face this war, and the last one before the war season ends. This war will be a total of 3 impacted wars, where we had a member in the alliance but could not participate in any of the wars. And it does appear that there are more and more people coming up with the case. So there seems to be another post with our alliances and individuals who were affected. Bug for new members in Alliance for season. Again. And let's take a look at it. Do we see Kabam Mike? Kabam Mike has been tagged here as well. How we got a response? I'm an SGA, OP's Alliance, and I keep seeing replies to our ticket saying, how is the affected person open a ticket to contact us? All 30 of us are affected. We have went down the 7th in the world to 15th, and maybe out of master next war with the bug still in effect. Last season we were third. This is affecting us all. It happened on Tuesday by 20 shortly. The variable seems to be raids. The patch said raids no longer would affect war champions, but still does. Couldn't use Titania. Also said relics can be changed to war defenders. Are also now the case. Someone in the dev team at Kabam should have been looking into this already. It's sad because it's wreaking havoc on the season alliance morale. Absolutely. Imagine being in a competitive alliance where you get treated like this. Kabam, sending support tickets does nothing. Kabam doesn't respond to this issue, and the first 3 weeks of your effort effectively get completely screwed over. I just got this issue, so again, there are more and more alliances that are affected. I don't know what is this name, but Toxie Gene Jr. seems to be affected as well. And where's Kabam? They're obviously not here again. This is open since the 23rd. And we have had the same issues. We were supposed to have raids week. I had issues with 2 of my teammates not being able to join until Friday the 16th. Then on the 19th, it was an issue again. This is a big issue. This is a massive issue. And first and foremost, again, I do feel sorry for any alliances affected, especially if they take war seriously. It's such a shitty way to basically lose your rewards for 30 members. And those are meaningful rewards that a tier 1 alliance for, especially if you manage to get in your top 10. And what also is just awful, again, that's open but completely ignored. Nobody's really, talking about this. I haven't seen, any videos about the issue. Haven't seen any major posts about the issue aside from the few alliances that are affected. And I think it's because we as a community at this point, I think, are just so jaded to. It's like, of course shit's broken. Of course Kabam's not fixing. And we are I'm not going to say slowly but surely, but I think at this point we already have accepted that Kabam is just really shit at these type of things. They really are. And wow, it's rough, man. Like, I know it's not my alliance that was affected, and that's the only reason why I can still spit out a joke or something like that. But if it was New Nation, I would be livid. I would be making a video about this every day, man. This shit would piss the ever-living daylight out of me. And hence I am making the video, because obviously not every alliance has a content creator, and that means not every alliance, can voice their concerns and issues such as this. And yeah, this is an important thing. This is a big deal. And for those people who are affected, not only in SGA, but other alliances, it is a horrible end user experience because of crappy support system, because of not addressing this on forums or issuing any sort of, will there be a compensation? I doubt it. Do you think they're gonna, let's say they don't fix the bug until the season ends. Do you think they're gonna give SGA the rewards they otherwise would have earned if not for their screw up that pretty much singled out them as an alliance in Masters Group? No. Would they absolutely deserve better rewards had Kabam been competent at their job? This is the ultimate question. This is the bottom line. Would that alliance have gotten significantly better rewards if Kabam did what they're supposed to do? And, don't allow these bugs in the game, or fix them promptly, or answer this issue. Of course they would. They would have a tier or 2 tiers higher rewards than they have right now. Will they get anything for it? No. Have they done any less than they otherwise would? No, in fact, they have done more. They scrambled to find a replacement member. That they had to think fast on their feet. They are investing time now, raising this issue, all that stuff. Everybody's, game experience has been made worse in that alliance because Kabam is inept. And this isn't also a game-wide issue. It's one thing when something affects everybody in the community equally, kind of. And we often need to take them the chin, even though, our day is ruined or week is ruined or whatever. And often we obviously still don't get anything for it. But this is kind of worse because it singles out specific teams, specific alliances. And largely due to that, Bam's just kind of whatever. And it has to be a shitty feeling. So again, I do hope, I in fact know for a fact that Kabam people do watch my videos. I do hope that some of them, pass it along the wine line somewhere in the Kabam offices and they do the right thing and actually answer to this thread on the forums and, sort out the affected alliances. I have no idea how big the issue is. I highly doubt that they will. Not necessarily because they wouldn't want to. I think that they're probably not capable of doing it in a timely manner to filter out all the affected alliances and figure out exactly how badly they were affected. Because I don't think, necessarily. Some people at Kabam are very good at their jobs. Some people are doing perfectly fine, I think. But as a whole, when it comes to settling issues like this with the alliances, with the player base, they're nowhere near at a good enough place. So let me know what you guys think. This is a shitty one. It really is. I hope Kabam, does right by the affected alliances. And I'm gonna catch you guys soon. Bye-bye. Hello there guys and welcome back to the channel. So we have all the information about the next